About 13 miles from downtown Atlanta. Welcome to Truist Park. Saturday baseball on the show. It's the Colorado Rockies going up against the Atlanta Braves. Just about set to go down, and on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings, Bryce Elder.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
And downstairs. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Digging in, Ezekiel Tovar, and it finds its way through for a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
One gone, runner at first. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. Next offering misses, and that's ball 3. And he deals. Lined, and that's a base hit. Around second, on his way to third. Coming home. He will score. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
And now it's Elias Diaz. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. One out and a runner at second. Towards first. Nice grab onto the pitcher, and that's a great play for the out. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Mike Moustakas.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close late game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
So now 1-2.
Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner from third comes across. It's 2-0.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Randall Grichuk now. At the belt and fires. They say it went.
1-2.
Jones off of first with 2 away. Out towards left center. That gets down for a hit.
Back-to-back singles. That ball right there landed in what they call a no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Here's Mike Moustakas to hit. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Throw on to Olsen. That's out number 3. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Rockies 2 and the Braves nothing. Back here in Atlanta. And on the mound in this one, Connor Siebold. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Grichuk on the run. Tracks it down for the out. And a quick out, number 1. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. These guys can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with his bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of guys squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
Here's Austin Riley. And a foul ball, he stays alive. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And the Braves go down quietly. They trail it here 2-0. Back at Truist Park. And now here's the veteran DH, Jorge Alfaro.
Jorge Alfaro.
Two-one now. That one fouled off. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff for the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
The second
Harold Castro stands in.
Castro.
The line to kick the pitch. Ripped on a line and puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
2 outs. Swung on, belted. Acuna going back some more, Pulls it in on the warning track. 3 up, 3 down that time. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Rockies 2 and the Braves nothing. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the second. Here's a big power threat. Sean Murphy.
Sean Murphy.
The wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Pitch misses there. Now 2-2. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog. And I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way. So people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Swings and misses, and quickly one away in the second. Stayed with the fastball on all three pitches to put him away.
Yeah, just straight attacked him. And those locations of the fastball is what really stood out to me, Boog. Started him inside, really good location. Then he went away for strike two, going kind of east-west, and then finishes him off up in the zone with some good velocity. That's just great execution.
One down, base is empty. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. Home run number 20 on the year, and they close the gap. It's 2-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Base is empty, one away. Next is the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Started after it, appeal to first, and he held up.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Batting seventh.
Runner on at first with one gone. Eddie Rosario getting ready to hit. Ozuna at first, one gone. That one's in there, and that is strike two. Hit in the air, right field. Jones hauls it in, 2 away.
Batting eighth. The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Here's Orlando Arcia. And that one is lifted in the air. Grichuk racing, makes the catch, but not before they answer back with a solo home run. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. Top half of the third inning. So in now for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. Falling behind 2-1.
All these Rockies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
2-2 down. Struck him out swinging. Snuck the fastball by him.
The third baseman, number 24.
Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Strike two. The 1-2. Smash to the left side. Arcia whips it to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Elias Diaz digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Right side. Can't glove it cleanly, but he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. 1, 2, 3 go the Rockies as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Set for the bottom of the third, and here is Michael Harris.
The center fielder.
Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Next offering is in for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it can take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Jones moving under it. That's out number 2.
The batter, number 1. Second
Here
baseman.
is Ozzie Albies up to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. Bounce to third. McMahon throws to first, and Albies is retired. And that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. On to inning number 4. It's the Rockies 2 and the Braves 1. As we go to the top of the 4th. So in now for Colorado, Nolan Jones.
Nolan Jones.
The 2-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And that one is out of here. With one swing, he quiets the crowd. Home run number 5 on the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-1.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Randall Grichuk digging in for the Rockies. Next offering is in for a strike.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Mike Moustakas. Grounded out his first time. Left-hand batter waits. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. Gone. He muscles that one out the opposite way. His 4th home run of the season. It's 4-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Jorge Alfaro at the plate. Next offering is fouled back. That one not close. And the count's full.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
Still only one out here in the inning. That's towards center. Harris has a beat on it. And there's two away.
Now batting.
Two outs, base is empty. Harold Castro digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 1 so far. Next offering is in for a strike. Right through there, got it. Down on strikes, and he knew it. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now a 4-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And welcome back. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Swing and a miss.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
The 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And the right-hander deals.
2-1.
He swings and fouls one off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout. Just didn't locate it very well.
Got him swinging.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Matt Olson up to the plate. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at-bat. Next pitch is outside. And now 2-2.
2-2.
Here's the 2-2. And now the count filled up 3-2. The pitch. Got him swinging. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Braves go down quickly here, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. We go to the top of the 5th. Now batting Jurickson Profar.
Leading off for Colorado, the left fielder, number 29.
2-1 now.
Profar.
Got the bat going too soon at strike 2. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Nick Anderson getting ready to go. Minter getting cranked up as well. Righty to the plate. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. The pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Righty delivers. And delivers outside.
Full count.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And a 1-2. On the ground to third. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
Ryan McMahon, the next to hit, 1 for 2. The 2-1. And a foul ball.
Here in the fifth inning, and here he is about to throw his 100th pitch. Man, he's really had to grind through to get to this point.
That one lifted to left. Rosario settles under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Elias Diaz.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Elias Diaz. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
All bees. And that'll do it. So 1 left for Colorado, but they lead at 4-1. Back here in Atlanta, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Marcell Ozuna.
Ozuna.
The pitch.
Ball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Went right after him there, Singy. No messing around.
3 pitches right there, 3 really good fastballs in that at bat, but what stood out is all of them in a different part of the zone. He started them away. You look out over the plate as a hitter, and then he busts you in. You're not quick enough to be able to pull the trigger and turn on it, and then he finished up in the zone. Good velocity, caught the top part of that strike zone. That's a great example of how you mix your locations, just as important as mixing speeds.
On to Moustakas. Now only 1 out remaining. And the batter will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. 0 for 1 with a flyout. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a
2
strike.
balls, 1 strike.
Good eye right there. And that one is lifted in the air. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Rockies claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Guys can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families. And that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
4-1 the final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.